What's up, everybody? Ben Razzie here for Odd Chopper. I am back. New week, Monday, December 18th. It's a week from Christmas. It's less than a week to Festivus. All sorts of holidays coming up this week. I can't believe it, but we've got a lot to get to, including a bowl game today. We'll see if we can get a Christmas miracle, push a bet over the line. But we're here at Odd Chopper. We want to welcome you in, whether you join us every day or you're new to the channel. What are we doing? We're breaking down all things betting, from picks to having some fun with some parlays to showing tools, the most important part, how to uncover edges, EV market betting, all that type of stuff. If you like what you see, take a look around, see what videos work for you. Like, support, it is appreciated. Yesterday, Sunday Night Football, it was one of those games that I looked at the box score, wasn't even close. I like the over. The game didn't, I needed two more touchdowns. And then I looked at the game, watched the game. It's frustrating. The Jaguars marched into Baltimore territory over and over and over. They were setting team records for red zone trips, and they got nothing out of it. So it's just one of those games. I was actually pretty happy with it, but you know what? At some point, you got to cash tickets. We're going to try to do that today. I can't give you a Monday Night Football bet because there's so much up in the air there. So I went to a bowl game. This game is at 2:30. I want to be clear. So make sure, if you're watching it in the future, the game's over. Hopefully, I won the bet. But Western Kentucky, Old Dominion. Let's get to this. Again, it's bowl season. We're talking about all sorts of teams that most people are not familiar with. The teams are not familiar with each other. This game is in North Carolina. And, it's two teams not from big conferences. Old Dominion had to win a couple games just to get here. Western Kentucky, they got here comfortably, but I will say they had big expectations this year, and it didn't really live up to fruition. This spread is up to 4.5 or 5 points at most books. Where are we going? We're going to Old Dominion at 4.5 at minus 110. And let's start talking about the game. Now, we've got an Old Dominion team that I think is pretty easy to evaluate. They're pretty solid. They play in a ton of close games. They are losing their leading tackler. They're also losing a starting safety. One's injury, one's opt out. Other than that, pretty intact. Offensively, they don't have a real identity. They have a decent quarterback, a decent run game, and that's just kind of the way it is. 51.5 point total. I don't really worry about them in the sense they're just going to kind of do their thing. I'm not expecting an outlier game. This bet focuses on one thing and one thing only: Western Kentucky and their personnel. They are decimated. They are decimated. They are losing 3 to 4 starting offensive linemen, 3 to 4 starting safeties. And it looks like Reed, their quarterback, is also not playing. Now, Malachi Corley, who's a legitimate top end wide receiver, apparently he is going to play in the game. We'll see, though. Their backup quarterback also is in the portal. That leaves the third string guy that we've really never seen. It's a complete dumpster fire for Western Kentucky. I don't see any. I'm not gonna say I don't see any way they hang in the game. I don't see any way they're not affected by these type of opt-outs and portals, because it's not just sporadic. It's hit them on the offensive line and it's hit them in the secondary extremely hard. Yeah, they're missing some other pieces here and there, but those two groups are just absolutely decimated. And I think that's really going to show here. I think this offense, certainly without your quarterback and basically your line, I mean, come on, there's a pass happy team. They do use the run game in a weird extension, and they did it more this year, but still, when I look at Western Kentucky, it's very hard to evaluate them. And for us as Old Dominion backers, I mean that in a good way. I don't know what their identity is. I don't know if this quarterback, we've seen this a couple times already in bowl season. You can take Ohio. They were down to a third string quarterback. He actually looked pretty good. He could move a little bit. And then we've seen some other teams struggle with some personnel changes, not ready to play. I don't know if Western Kentucky is going to be ready to play here. I'm going to lay 4.5 because I don't think it's going to be there that much longer. I do want to be clear also, obviously, always transparent on this video. This was a game, if you watched our bowl preview show, which is still available on the channel, we go through every game. I have Old Dominion at better numbers than 4.5, but I still like them at 4.5. They're absolutely playable at this number. This line has taken money. It was at 2.5 and 3, and obviously now it's up to 4.5. But I think anything inside 6 to me is absolutely playable. 4.5 at minus 110. Zero issues doing that. And again, with these games, you just have to keep an eye on personnel. And really the best way to do that is get involved. If you want to talk through these games, if you want to jump on bowl games that I won't be doing a video for a couple weeks in the future, there's one place to do it, and that's in our Discord. Hop on in, ask questions, have fun. Certainly, it's a great part of it. I still believe our premium tools are the value in this, but you get the best of both worlds. You're getting all that Discord interaction. If you want more picks from our people, and if you want the tools to really learn and better yourself and better your sports betting process, I really believe in it. Link is below. Click in, see what we're about. Use that code if you want to save some money around the holidays. It is there. It is available. Enjoy it. Come in for a week and test it out and see what you think about what we build. The feedback is appreciated, positive or negatively. But cash this ticket. Old Dominion, the Monarchs. Don't let us down on a Monday. Again, if Monday Night Football, we'll see what's what. I will certainly be talking about it in Discord. I'll see you guys in there. But let's have a good afternoon sweat with this bowl game for me, for Old Dominion, and even for Western Kentucky, even though we didn't bet them. Just have a great week ahead. Holiday's always a fun time. Everyone stay safe, have fun. You'll be seeing me all week. Any questions, hit me up on Twitter at JazzRazDFS. Let's start with the W here. Afternoon football. Talk to you guys soon.